Mouth-watering food that's easy to make and still looks fancy. That is Karen Rollier's speciality. With her cooking videos, the Nairobi-based influencer inspires thousands of people online. How has she managed to turn her passion for food into a viable career? Let's find out.
I do or make beginner-friendly recipes online for people of all ages to be able to enjoy very, very delicious food. It's normal food that we make at home, just a bit more elevated. It's bougie. It's a bit, it's a bit classy.
Karen, who shops at the local Rongai market, doesn't shy away from simplifying. But how come that this avid filmmaker went to make just food? Before we get to know why she chose the kitchen as a workplace, let's check one of her recipes.
So today we're going to be making some lemon drumsticks, some lemon and herb drumsticks, served with some potatoes. So this process is very simple. We are just marinating the chicken with some lemon and herb spices. I am also going to add in some paprika. I will add in some more black pepper for that kick, onion powder. I will then give this a very good massage and let it marinate for 2 hours.
Meanwhile, Karen prepares the accompanying potatoes. Karen is constantly experimenting with different ways of preparing and presenting meals. But where does her passion for food come from?
Growing up, my dad would make sure we were in the kitchen. That was his favorite place. He'd teach us how to make fries. That was my first meal. That's the first meal I learned how to make for my family.
And what was her pivotal moment to start making cooking videos?
My male friends, very, very big on my male friends because they also wanted easier recipes than what they'd seen already online for them to be able to cook for themselves and enjoy the meals they were having.
It's family-friendly recipes that Karen is known for. What else makes her food content so unique?
The way that I keep my viewers glued to my content is my style of shooting.
Her skills as a filmmaker helped Karen build her online community. But in terms of cooking, what is the most important thing to know?
I use very local ingredients that you can find at your local mama mboga or at the supermarket. They are also cheap to find as well, or things you have in your garden already or pantries.
Born and raised on the Kenyan coast, Karen's recipes have a rich influence of the Kenyan culture. Aside from just preparing simple meals, how does she put her heritage into her social media appearance?
I still use the basic knowledge from what I have been taught or what I have learned, because sometimes before I make a recipe, I have to do my own research. Say, if I'm trying to make a meal from a tribe or from a part of the world I have never been to or eaten, I like to research on that so that I also do not lose what the cultural meaning of the meal is while trying to make the meal bougie and enjoyable for every palate.
By now, her craft has earned her several partnerships with big brands, which today is her main source of income.
A typical influencing gig begins from a client sourcing you out or poaching you from your social media. The client could find you through an agency or they could come to you directly. And then after that, you get into a brand immersion where you're briefed about the campaign, which after you then begin the job, which entails maybe planning out your shoot days, because then the brief comes with your posting dates. It comes with, the do's and the don'ts of the campaign. So I start by shooting, and then I do my post-production, which is editing. I send in my work for approval by the client to just see if whatever I did has aligned to what they want for the campaign. And then I'm allowed to post. And once I post, sometimes it takes a few months or a few days or weeks for me to get paid.
Thanks to her skills and passion, Karen Rollier has managed to build a career as a content creator, a business model on the rise.
I still hold the position that influencers should not have influencing as their only source of income. Take short courses, understand the market, understand the business for it to become a full-time job. If you can't do that yet, please have another source of income so that when the jobs keep fluctuating as you start out, because sometimes you are not in the payable bracket of getting maybe like gigs that are well paying to sustain a lifestyle, then I'd suggest that you do have a main job and then use this to grow your other aspects of life.
By simplifying traditional recipes and sharing those on social media, Karen found a unique way to draw more people to enjoy the rich taste of the Kenyan food culture.